So, right there. Mob crushes unified chat. So we should get anything we get a chat from.
What's up, Aaron?
Alright, everyone. What is going on? I am Keith Bulka. To my left, I have Tyler Phillips. Yeah, there you go. Nice little thumbs up for you. And then to my right, or hold on, let me. Was it to my right, actually? Yeah, I'd say it's still to my right, even though I'm going to be looking to my left. It looks like I'm looking to my left. It's reversed. I don't know. I'm bad with reversing. He's got the Ray-Bans on. He's gay.
Did you say I'm gay or I'm kid?
Hey,
Both.
if you were,
Kit
not a problem.
Carpalin.
Not a problem. So, few little upgrades we have to the show. We are now streaming on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Mob Crush. Which, if you don't know what Mob Crush is, it is it's a streaming platform. It's great. It's amazing. You should look it up. They are helping me out a great ton right now. A great ton. They're helping me out a shit ton right now. That's what I meant to say.
A great time.
We have a Google Voice again. You want to call in, you want to talk to us, instead of typing out a long goddamn comment, yeah, go ahead and give us a call. You will talk to Kit Palancar for a second. You know, he's a nice guy. We love him.
I love talking on the phone.
Exactly. And he's just going to make sure you're not going to get on the air and say, the F word or the N word 15 times and then hang up. It's true. So, let us start by let's do a quick little mental check on everyone right now, because it's been a week.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been 5 years for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Kit, how you doing? You doing good, man?
Yeah, doing good.
I see something's going on with your car. What's up?
So my car is in the shop for I drive a 2009, and it's got about 140,000 miles on it. I've never had the timing belt changed. And it's supposed to happen like every 60,000 miles or so. I'm surprised my car is still working.
Nobody does that shit.
Nobody does it. But if you don't,
I'm 3
your
times over my
crankshaft
oil
pretty much just
mileage.
like destroys itself.
Yes.
So rather than get a whole new engine, I'm paying $760 for a timing belt change, as well as 3 other belts in my car that are.
No, these are good things to do. You should do these things. All I'm trying to say is nobody ever does them.
Right.
Like I said before, usually somebody I think the last thing I heard from somebody was, I'm 3 times over the mileage for going to get my oil changed.
Dude.
I should probably go get my oil changed.
Story of my life.
So I get my mom's car for a couple days, and she drives a 5-speed manual, and it's like I'm actually driving the car. It's not like you just put it in drive and you fucking put your foot on the pedal.
You have offended 3/4 of America that drives autos.
It's like, okay, so I was talking about it with the regular at the business that I work at, and he pretty much said it's anti-theft for millennials, which I thought was pretty neat because nobody knows how to. I learned on a stick 7 or 8 years ago.
I think it's all down to clicks, dude. You had that clique of car people back in school who could probably hotwire the manual and drive it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think what it is it's general populace theft control. Because I could probably go through and interview a bunch of people, and a lot of people would be like, no, I never fucking learned. Oh, there's automatic. Right. So I don't think it's millennial as much as it's a, have you learned? I haven't learned. Tyler, have you learned to drive manual?
Nope.
See, there you go. We're not millennials, are we?
Yeah, we're all millennials.
Yeah. It's like 19.
I'm 36, dude. How old are you guys? I'm just kidding. Tyler, what have you been doing? What have you been up to, man?
Been playing a lot of computer games for a change.
Well, anybody that's on my Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or Mob Crush channel knows that I've been doing it every night as well.
And I've been on some of those streams, like 3 of them, I think. I've been playing a lot of like Half-Life 2, Lost Coast, Portals 2.
Lost Coast is just isn't that like a free benchmarking?
No. What, the game?
Half-Life 2 Lost Coast, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's just like they released it as like a benchmarking tool.
Let's look it up real quick, boys.
I don't know. It was in my library because my brother shares his game library with me, so I downloaded it.
Everybody should.
What is it called?
Half-Life 2 Lost Coast.
There's a walkthrough right there.
Wow. It's like one level, I think.
It's terrible. Don't fucking play it. I did buy Starbound today, though.
So hold on.
Playable Technology Showcase.
It's a technology demonstration.
So back in 2005, when we got stuff like reflections or refractions in glass, I'm pretty sure that was a big thing. They have a piece of spinning pane of glass with Gordon Freeman holding a crowbar on it, and it like goes through a camera motion and it like spins, and it does. It's like a.
So maybe that's why
It's
I've
like
been
real life.
stuck on this platform for 3 days, where it's just like this platform is like this big, and you can literally take like sips that back and forth, and
Yeah,
like there's nothing to do. There's no
it's just,
storyline. There's nothing. So I'll just switch to normal Half-Life because.
So, how the fuck is there a walkthrough?
Because it's playable.
Can we watch a speed run of it really quick?
Yeah, let's see if there's a speed run, and then we'll get into our main topic, which is terrible dates. 49 seconds.
3.5 seconds.
Oh, 3.5 seconds.
3.5 seconds? Okay, yeah. So this is... What?
Система
No.
жизнеобеспечения включена. Морфий введен.
That was all of it. He did it?
I don't know. I haven't made it yet. I'm stuck on the platform. I haven't gotten to that little...
Эй! Эй, ты! Пошли за мной, святой Ольг! Погоди минуту, устрою...
Well, damn.
Well, that makes complete
That
sense.
was the Half-Life 2 Lost Coast world record right there.
That was pretty tight, dude.
Well, I'm switching to normal Half-Life
Yeah,
because that's some
play Half-Life
bullshit.
2. It's one of the greatest games of all time.
And then I've been streaming a lot. You know me. I've been playing a lot of Mordhau, a lot of D3 lately, a lot of Diablo 3. Been getting really back into it. Tonight...
You and Ja have been playing that a lot.
Yes. Tonight, I think Ja will be a part of this too, and as will Matt Stocks. Stocks isn't here right now because he's got some family in town he wanted to see and all that, and I don't fucking pay him, so I told him to go ahead. So tonight, if you guys will be on my stream, you will get to see a good 7 Days to Die challenge is what we're doing.
I'll watch. I won't be able to talk because girlfriend will be sleeping. But...
No, you're good. But basically, all we're going to be doing is trying to build the best village. So we're each going to take sections of the map and try to see who can build a better town.
Okay.
Which, you know from hearing us talk, is way different than
Oh,
we've
yeah.
ever played 7 Days to Die before.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
like zombie survival?
So basically, 7 Days to Die, in the simplest terms, is realistic graphic Minecraft with shit tons of zombies. So instead of finding a bunch of blocks everywhere, it's real gravel, real roads. You find real buildings and stuff like that. But it still is in like a block form. Like if you dig in the ground right, it won't be like a block. You actually like dent into the dirt and stuff.
Okay.
But it still counts as only a square piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So very realistic, and one of the things that we've never done is we've never built our own shit. We've always found a big military bunker or something like that, and we're like, hey, this is our house now. So we had the idea of trying to make kind of this competition to see who could be more creative in there. So I'm really pumped to try it.
Yeah.
So going on, main topic tonight, we have terrible dates. So basically, kind of to celebrate my bachelor life again.
Congratulations.
I don't know if that's a congratulations. All I want people to know is that I'm doing good. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I can't sleep. I can't eat nuts. It had me reflecting back on just my past, just my life itself, and it made me think. You have this an infatuation with someone to where you really, really like them, and you know what I mean. You're talking, and like something happens. You know what I mean? Something may happen in between there that you weren't maybe expecting.
It really turns you off, right?
Yeah,
You
really.
just kind of start resenting that.
To the point to where, let's put it like this: you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I could actually be with another person. And then next week, like, Jesus Christ, dude, I'm so glad I'm single. I'm so glad I'm single. Now, there's manicness. Which I want to just let you guys know. This is not the manic, I'm out of a relationship, I want to be in a relationship, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm not really, you know what I mean? I'm chilling right now. I'm all good. I'm thinking about my past, though. So one that comes to mind is there was this girl that I was hooked up with. Basically, my friend was dating this girl and had a friend. So obviously, the stars were trying to be aligned in that moment. This girl, whenever I would go and hang out with her, it was just all sexual stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it very much confused me. But at the same time, I thought she was a very good-looking person. So it didn't really, you know what I mean? I was like, whatever. You don't realize what you're getting into by doing that. You know what I mean? You don't realize what kind of stuff you're inviting in my life. I was able to, like, have a relation with this person for a week or so before she even realized anything really about me.
Did you forget the ship part in that, in the relation?
It was a relationship. Because we weren't dating.
No,
we were, like,
but you can. I have a relationship with Kit, and it's not a dating relationship.
Everybody has a relationship.
Yes, clip that. Everybody clip that. We need that in a gift form.
I just gave us up.
But anyways, so she figured out. Now this is back a little ways. She figured out that I liked weed, which was a big no-no for her. Which at the time where I was at 18, I was like, oh, that sucks, dude. See you later. You know what I mean? And she proceeded to just berate me, dude, for like a good 4 days over text. This was before it was really easy to block somebody. You know what I mean? If I wanted to block this person, I would have to be like, hey, mom, dad, can we get into your account and block this number? You know what I mean? You're at the age where you don't want your parents to know about this stuff. So, like, literally, I just had to sit there and just take the shit from this girl because I don't want to talk to her anymore. But also, I still wanted to read the messages. I wanted to see if anything hit home or anything like that. And it was just like, a lot of it was go smoke your joint. Complete disaster. And to think that 2 days ago, you know what I mean, I was cuddling with this girl going, hey, it's pretty good.
Wait, realistic? You were like 2 days ago?
No, this was 2 days before everything broke down.
Okay. I'm a little confused.
No, you're good. You're good. I've had certain girls, which I think your voices sound low for some reason. Let's fix that for a second. Thank you for the comment, Ja.
My dude.
Let's see here. Let's try to just speak up a little more because I'm not trying to mess with anything. Because whenever I try to mess with anything while we're live, I break a camera or for some reason it shows, my bedroom when I don't even have a camera in there or something like that. So we're just gonna.
Thanks, Google.
We're gonna place this a little closer here.
A little thinky what you do.
Tell us if this gets a little better. I've moved the mic a little closer, but anyways, any of you guys wanna move on to another story? I kind of started. I broke the ice. I'm sure we'll remember more.
Does it have to be a date?
Uncover some repressed memories, as they say.
I feel like it could be a sour memory or a date.
Yes.
Because I'm just an awkward person in general. So like 99% of the friends that I have now, when they first met me, I was probably like an awkward prick. Like.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know how I met you.
Me either. I think about it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
We're just friends.
I met Kit at a former job, so.
I don't know how I met Kit either.
Well, no, because we went to school together, but I didn't.
We knew of each other.
Yeah,
but
we didn't
really meet.
But how did we know of each other?
I don't know, dude.
Right.
I really don't.
Because you could say we went to school together. That's why we knew each other.
You sound like
I knew of
Dolph
you. I knew.
But like I knew of certain people. But there's also people that you tell me about that we went to high school with, and I'm like, I never knew about this person. So
Right.
How did we know about each other? How did I, from like 10th grade to graduation, I knew who Kit Car was. And I'm pretty sure it's around the same for you.
I mean, Kit is pretty notorious around the city.
Well, he used to have a YouTube channel where he ate food for money.
Yeah, that was a thing that I did. Ate food for ad revenue on YouTube. I do have a story about a date.
Hey, why don't you go ahead
The
and
mic
move
over here. All right.
Whoop, oh, hold on.
Henson says it's
we
not the volume, but the frequency or something.
The frequency.
Sound like Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello.
Listen down on
Hello.
your
This
phone. I'm gonna
is
listen.
Kip Palancar. Thank you for tuning into the Keith Bulka Show. I wonder what that sounds like.
Here. I have an idea. I think I might know what the problem is. We might be doing the wrong. No, it says snowball. We're doing good. I don't know, man. We're just gonna try to move the mic around as best we can. But Kit, why don't you go ahead and take over?
All right, so I was dating my first girlfriend, which was I was like 18 or 19 when I had my first real girlfriend, and we went out to dinner at the sushi place with my mom, my brother, myself. It was like a family dinner, my family and then my girlfriend. And one of the most awkward things happened where the sound of us eating and the sound of us chewing our food made her so anxious that we had to go sit at a...
you don't want to be on the other end, I don't think. Here, go over this way. The camera.
It made her so anxious that I had to move to a different table with her. And I remember just my parents asking me, like, what the hell was that? And I honestly couldn't tell you. And it was a very kind of awkward experience where it just kind of like happened, you know. Same girl, different dinner. And my dad sometimes says shit without thinking. And I remember we were standing up from Applebee's in the booth to leave, and my dad said to her, "Hey, if you turn sideways and suck out your tongue, you'd look like a zipper." Insinuating the fact that she was very slim, she was very skinny, and she didn't say anything in the car the whole ride home, and went back to her house, and it blew up in my face. And I really didn't know what to do or what to say. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a super funny joke.
Now imagine if this man told you if you...
Either that or George R.R. Martin. We could get a picture of him.
This looks the closest to your dad to me.
Okay.
I always think of Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adams, yeah. Grizzly Adams telling you that if you turn sideways and start your tongue, you look like a zipper.
The capture of Grizzly Adams. Wait, there. See, look. Perfect. He looks like your dad, dude.
My dad's a little thinner than that, but and his nipples aren't as erect. So yeah, that was
that's a sign of power
and dominance.
Yes.
It was not really a bad date. It was just a very awkward experience where I didn't think that chewing your food can affect somebody else. So that kind of affected me to where I would like go out to dinner with future people, and I would just keep my mouth closed and I wouldn't talk and I would swallow like I was like trying to open a bag of fucking chips at like 2 a.m. You know, you're trying.
How was your day? It was great. We ate.
We ate,
what did you talk about? We didn't talk.
We didn't talk. We didn't open our fucking mouths.
How'd you put food in your mouth? I just shoved it through my teeth.
If the tines of the fork touched your teeth, it was a trigger. It was a trigger. That happened where I was like, I don't think I could actually be with this person anymore.
Good luck to whoever she ended up with.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Good fucking luck.
So, real quick here, if you want to call the show, if you want to talk about one of a terrible date you had or maybe an awkward situation with a significant other, something like that, please call 440-427-4671. And getting used to this number, we had to change our numbers because Google just told me that it didn't have my number anymore, so no longer 82. What?
Can I say that number in the mic?
Yeah, real quick, let me just say, I got one more experience, then you can say that, and Tyler's going to talk about one of his. I had a date when I was in middle school to go see Journey to the Center of the Earth. And
Is that with,
The Rock.
And was
the guy...
Brendan Fraser in it?
No.
From The Mummy?
No, I don't know, because it was The Rock. The Rock was the big one, I think. You can look it up. It wasn't that memorable of a movie. So I get, you what you do is you text these people, you text a girl or boy, and you say, hey, we're gonna meet up around this time. Usually you get your dad or mom drops you off, they get dropped off. You see the movie and go, right? I get dropped off. I get a text. I'm not coming to the movie theater.
Wow. Did you watch it by yourself?
I went to Journey to the Center of the Earth by myself. I also did chores, so I had like $20 to spend on stuff. I just got the most candy I've ever gotten in my life, dude. Sitting down there sad as hell watching. And I remember the entire time thinking, because I think I thought it was a good movie. I'm like, man, text her like, you missed a good movie. But yeah, I got stood up one time. That sucked, dude. It was shitty.
I have been stood up. That's if you want to call into the Keith Bulka Show, call the number 440-427-4671. Thank you. I like this mic.
Well, I do too.
I have it at home. It's great.
Tyler, do you have anything before I say my next one?
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it going.
Well, the whole getting stood up thing. hits real close to home because last November I got out of a relationship that I was in for 3 years. That's convenient.
What?
Last November I got out of a relationship that I was in for 3 years. And so I tried the whole dating thing. For a week I tried that like Tinder, Bumble bullshit. Yeah, it's not for me. It's all just stupid.
Tried multiple.
Huh?
Tried multiple.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Multiple what?
Dating websites.
Like yeah, the
Fishing
Tinder.
Mingle, Farmers
Yeah, no,
Only.
not that shit. But after like the whole Tinder thing, there was girls that I would meet I thought were cute. There's this girl that cut my hair that I thought was cute, so I asked her out to dinner and she stood me up twice.
Sorry, there's an AC-130 going overhead right now.
This is ridiculous.
One of our neighbors is moving to Florida, so my dad bought every single possible toy that he could from this person. So he's just been running around on an ATV.
And Vespas.
The Vespas aren't working yet. And then my grandma came in.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got stood up twice for that, or like during that experience, and a handful of other times by like other women, and that sucked. Like from like November to like January, it was just I tried dates and just kept getting stood up. It was bullshit. That's my experience.
Back to me real quick.
All right,
Is that working?
back on.
Yeah.
Test. Toast.
Here. Now, let's try to see if we can go back to the...
Toast.
Boom! We're back! What is going on, everyone? This is the first time we've ever been able to come back from something like this without ending the show.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
High five. Good job.
Oh, yeah, boys.
Okay, where were we?
So basically, I hung out with a girl. I thought it was a great experience. I thought it was a good time. I thought I was the man with the plan, ladies and gentlemen. And then when I went to hug her and give her that kiss goodnight, that, hey, I like ya, I got a cheek. And I got a noticeable cheek. Not like a, kid's
missed
face
your
for
face.
reference here, all right? So there's right here, you know what I mean? Right around here. This is like damn. I got right around here.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
So it was an obvious.
That's like an 89% cheek.
yes, it was a very, it was so terrible. So, have you guys ever had anything like that happen? Where you get denied like that? And then later, she texted me and said, I probably should have just kissed you.
Like,
which made the situation like 10 times worse.
I always ask, like, hey, can I kiss you? And it's usually like a yeah, you know, like I like get cute with it.
that
you know?
you've gotten so lucky because that usually could like be a deal breaker. Like if you really
Yeah, people say it's a deal breaker, but like, like you ever see the movie Hitch with Will Smith, where it's like the 90-10 rule, where the guy goes 90 and the girl goes the rest of the 10. You ever see that movie with Will Smith? Wow, that's
I feel like you have,
good-ass
though.
movie.
So what you're saying is, in Hitch, the surefire way to know whether or not a girl wants to kiss you is to 90% of the way move your face in for the kiss, but leave just that little bit for her to move in as well.
Right. I have been denied in a very, like, not awkward way, but a way that I didn't know how to take. And it was, I like, my now girlfriend, like, this was like maybe 6 or 7 months ago or so. I went to like kiss her. We were like sitting on her bed or whatever. We were watching, I think Black Mirror or something. And I went to kiss her. And,
Great
like,
thing to kiss her to.
right? I kissed her, and then she like pushed me off and said I was too gentle. And I was like, I was just scratching my fucking head. Like, does she want me to like choke her out before I do that or what? And
I was fully expecting you like go to kiss her and she just sticks her hand in your face and you kiss her palm of her hand or something.
never had that. Never had. I've never been denied.
She's just got
a
that,
kiss,
that hand dildo thing.
the hand- just a little thing that pokes out. So that was a little weird. I didn't know how to take that, but look at us now.
Well, I think the main thing we should put onto this, the one thing we should, if a lady doesn't want to be kissed, don't fucking kiss a lady. But also, it is hard to determine sometimes, you know, if you're talking to a girl, everything's going on, if this is just a friendship or if it's going to more. Now, I've seen people who, like, they'll be like, I spent like $80. Told me she didn't like me, like, mad because she gave you honesty? Are you mad because
I mean, that happened to me.
you
in
try to
that span.
well, because at that point it feels like you're trying to buy this girl. It doesn't really feel like
Right.
You shouldn't have. You should. You know. You should be able to spend zero amount of money and be able to form a relationship with someone.
Well, I think, at least from the perspective that I was coming at it with, there was no signs that it wasn't a date in that sense until after the dinner. It was being referred to as a date and very romantic. We all got dressed up and, like, it was very clear cut, like, this is a date. And then after the dinner, she's like, yeah, I don't like you like that. I was like, well, I just took you to Melting Pot. Like,
Well, hold on. She really tried, though. She really tried. That's what I think. Unless you think differently.
immediately after the dinner?
Yeah, if she felt guilty about it, she was like, this just isn't. I don't know if I can do this, man. I don't know.
That's a conversation about.
But I think that $100 is on you.
Hey, you got to spend money to make money, right? You know what I'm saying?
How are we making money here?
I mean, sexually.
Sexually, okay.
Spend money. That's the thing about
I think that's what a lot.
expectation, though.
I think a lot of guys have that expectation, and I don't think they need to.
Absolutely. The world would be a much better place
I
if a
think
guy didn't expect sex after he
I'm
took a woman out for
like
dinner.
99.9% sure that I had sex with a girl without spending any money on her. By that I mean I totally did. Like, you don't need to spend money. I mean, some women have preferences to where I guess if you spend money they feel taken care of or feel appreciated in that way. But I don't think you should have the sole goal of taking a girl out just to fucking bang her.
Right.
I think it's a little meathead, I think, in a way. You should at least want to, like, get to know the person. You just be like, hey, you fucking do anything cool? Or what do you just fucking sit on your phone all day? You know what I mean? Like, just in the chat here, Stephanie Lee Reed. Like, Stephanie is a very, very good artist. She's not college art degree level you are, but
I have 2 college art degrees.
well,
Whoa!
you've got a quarter of a real one, huh? No, I'm just kidding. No degrees, so you win against me.
It's not about winning. Go ahead.
I've got a degree in shitpostology.
Nice.
So Stephanie is a really good artist. I really like all the art that she does. Just little things. And Stephanie's my friend. You know what I mean? That's just from getting to know Stephanie just as my friend. What I'm saying is all women have talents. They're all great fucking people. You should never want to just take a woman out just to bang her. You really should. If that's your sole goal, then like that says a lot about your personality.
I
Like
have done
who
that
you can
many
pull.
times. Sometimes
I
you
didn't-
don't
I
have
don't-
to take them out to dinner.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want.
I'll
be
be
that
honest
guy.
here, you know.
I will say I'm very proud of you. Like, it surprised me when you set your Facebook profile picture to you and your girlfriend. Like, you and your girlfriend are your Facebook profile picture. I'm like, wow.
I
was
looked
that?
at this with her. We sat down, and the last photo that I had with a girl was from like 2013 with someone who just commented. That was the last
Real
profile
quick,
picture I had with a
Karis,
female.
how the fuck do you think this is Kit's room in a fucking show called The Keith Bulka Show? That's all I want to know. I'm just generally curious.
She she's back in hometown, and I've yet to see her. I would love to see her and catch up. So how the hell are you?
You want to come on The Keith Bulka Show? You want to be a guest?
You could be a guest on the Keith Bulka.
By the
Show.
way, we're accepting guests again. We're officially accepting forms for guests. So if anybody would like to come on and be a guest, either you want to be interviewed or you just want to sit down for the show with us, hey, let me know. Send us a message. Send the Keith Bulka Show a message. Don't send Keith Bulka a message.
Or call.
Or call. Kit, what's that number?
That number is 440-427-4671.
Wait,
What? Dude, that's 2 pull-ups right there. He's
yeah, two put-ups.
That's insulting
For what?
viewers. I'll punch you in the
I'll
tit.
punch you in the tit. That's 2
Oh
put-ups.
shit. Karis, congratulations on you working towards your PhD. That is something that I could never think about doing, and I'm very proud of you. I'm also proud of you for moving back home to Medina and getting out of a bad situation.
Hey, we're talking about bad situations here, so hey, you know what I mean? Everything gets better if you can get out of it. Hey, also, how funny would it be if for one of the endings of the show, I was like, I just did this, guys. I was just like, and remember at the Keith Bulka Show. Just hop on the Vespa.
It's our show now.
We could get a green screen where we're riding Vespas,
We could.
little helmets and shit.
Literally, they just need to check if they. That's why I haven't touched it yet.
Dude, I wanna ride one so bad.
I want to ride one in Italy though. Get a little off track because we had a little bit of a bad situation ourselves with this mic, but we handled it. We adapted. We overcame, and we got out of the situation. We overcame.
We could talk about this article my dad sent me.
Real quick, just 3 seconds. I don't know if we're friends or if we fucking hate each other. I want you to know that. It's a very fine line.
I like that.
I like it too, but there's certain points where I think we're just gonna go off on each other, dude. I think it's gonna happen one day accidentally. Because it gets close, man. It gets.
You know what? At least I get a haircut once in a while.
I'm gonna have to start sitting in the middle.
What I'm saying is this: there's certain times that when me and Kit are together, that we really play off of each other.
You should relieve some of that sexual tension.
So let's say
I
this.
do every night by myself.
Let's say we're with a bunch of
times a
people. It's me and Kit. I leave the room for 3 seconds. Somebody pisses Kit off, and I come back, and I still try to joke like I do, and Kit. let me just say one quote that he said. It was so passive aggressive, and so like, because in the moment when he said it, I was like, well, fuck you too then. He goes, I'm about ready to tell Keith he needs to find a replacement for the Keith Bulka Show tonight. Like,
I think the quote was, Keith, I'm about 3 seconds away from telling you got to find somebody else for your fucking show.
I thought you said it
this happen
to
at
somebody
work?
else. You knew I was listening, kind of like a, yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Wait, did this happen here or at
No, this happened somewhere else. This happened when we were together in another place. But just when he said that, at first I was ready to throw down. I was so ready to be like, all right, motherfucker.
Listen, you two, you guys gotta keep your shit together.
Listen, it's hard. It's hard because like the jokes we do and stuff like that. Like he got somebody to admit that he had a very nice sack. That was the joke.
A scrotum.
Nice scrotum.
Technical terms.
And right before he talked about the scrotum thing, he was. We were talking about whether or not he was a good person.
If you've ever seen my scrotum, though,
No, we're not talking about it.
you're welcome.
See, because there's these things where Kit's ego will come into play, right? You can literally see people's life force go into Kit's ego from what they're saying about him, and like it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I see it. Yeah.
I'm just.
And I tried to stop it. I tried to stop that shit as soon as it happens, and then what happens is people get pissed at me because I'm trying to be mean towards Kit when I'm like, no, guys, he is literally lording about his sack right now.
So there have been many times where Kit has been visibly pissed off, and I continue to push his buttons, and I'm so surprised he hasn't like blew up on me.
I'm not an angry guy.
No, but like there.
I'm not a Kyle. I don't punch holes in walls. Right?
Okay, but still, you've been visibly pissed off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I poke your buttons every Saturday night, and usually you're not pissed off. And then usually I text you later before we leave. I'm like, I'm just pushing your buttons. I love you, but like. I'm waiting for the day where I catch you on the wrong day, where you just had a complete shit day, and I push the button too hard, and then I lose a friend.
So
I don't think that'll happen.
So basically, he got a person who is, I'm not gonna name drop them, but they're in a relationship. Like it was funny, but also at the same time,
kind of
the fact that this person was in a relationship and said that about Kit was what was feeding Kit's ego. Was what, you know, it's not even a thing where he wants this person sexually. The fact that words are coming out of their mouth that makes Kit feel better.
We should do a roast of different people. We should have guests on and roast them.
Like the Office style, where every time you roast somebody, you have to say something nice.
So let me get to the end of this real quick. So this is right after we talked about Kit, whether or not Kit's a good person or not. So he says the Kit to piss him off, and then I come back and I'm like, you know what, Kit? No. You're not a good person. And that's Kit's like, well, I guess we're gonna have to. And that blindsided me a little. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Keith is like, oh shit, dude, I'm fucking texting you.
Right. But you know, another thing about bad situations, I guess I want to say about this is you can always control the bad situation. It may start off as a bad date. It may start off as, well, if it starts off as a shitty relationship, why the fuck are you in it? Things can happen that turn things from good to shitty. And it is up to you whether or not you want to A, and B, whether or not you just want this shit in your life. If you're in a relationship, if you're a hopeless romantic and you're in a relationship, and you think, fuck, I do everything for my partner, but your partner does nothing for you, get the fuck out. Leave. Find somebody better. Realize that you are worth more. Because this is just what I see from my everyday life. This is just from me just being alive. People, you know, I know. You know, you don't have to sit there. You're not a bad person for leaving a shitty person. You also, they could be not even a shitty person. You could just be two people that don't work together. Because a lot of people stay in it because they're like, well, I don't want to give up. It's not giving up.
No, it's not. I had this very same thing happen to me where it was a matter of adventure versus security, what I had. And really when it comes down to it, I was in a relationship and I was getting emotionally, not physically, but emotionally about adventure and wanderlust and photographer and artist and pursuing stuff, and my current girlfriend was a little bit more secure, had everything planned out, had the life planned out, what we were going to do in 5 years, and it was like, what's the point in going through this relationship if I know everything that's going to be around every turn? And so I started supplementing it with somebody else, and really I shouldn't have had to make the choice, so I should have just been, I'm clearly not cut out for this, I can't choose either, but which eventually happened after a few months. But if you are in something that you are not comfortable with, just extricate yourself from the situation.
Right.
Be honest. Be blunt.
Because listen,
if you have to break a heart, do it, because it's probably going to save.
If you really love this person, if you really think that you two are meant to be, but you are not happy, you need to leave. That doesn't mean you're done forever. That means you're getting your fucking shit together. You know, if you can't do what you want to do in a relationship, you need to leave the relationship. Oh, we got a chat. Hello, I know one of you is Keith. Who is everyone else? I am Keith. Thank you so much, Angel Assassin. Over to my left here, this is Tyler Phillips. My hand is on his face, just so you know, Tyler Phillips right here. And one car right now. So thank you so much. We are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Mob Crush. If you guys want to call in, 440-427-4671. So guys, let's get down to one last story apiece and then go into closing comments. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. So let's. You guys got any more stories? Any more things to tell?